Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with the Town of Light, blind. The game is sort of gaslighting me to believe that I imagined a whole another patient that never existed, so I'm looking for some information regarding that. Now, what would be Amara's last name?
Amara B., aged 32, housewife, mother of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara does exist. Yet she had no children and wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. June 3rd, 1936. Admitted yesterday, showing signs of improvement. June 8th. Cheerful, calm, and tranquil. Her behavior is good and she's keeping herself clean and tidy. Discharged on June 10th. April 28th, 1937. Arrived accompanied by her husband in an anxious and nervous state. Has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged May 14th. March 8th, 1938. A few days before Renée was admitted, she told me that she too had been admitted only a short time previously. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged March 14th. She didn't leave. Certainly not after a few days. No. June 22nd, 1939. Readmitted once more. The patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged July 2nd. August 1st, 1941, the latest of many admissions due to agitation, discharged August 27th. She came and went, stayed only for short periods, but I remember she was always with me. Oh, what's going on? March 4th, 1942, back again, the same situation. March 8th, compared to previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although her demeanor is calm and she is attentive. Discharged March 25th. April 2nd. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her here and said, "She's not eating, doctor. She spends all her time sleeping. I'm so worried, doctor. You know her. You can help her." April 6th. Tuberculosis. Patient transferred to the Maragliano Pavilion and is in isolation. May 3rd, 1942. Death from tuberculosis at approximately 8:30 a.m. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend, I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably in a state of delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing a lot of blood, bleeding internally too. It's strange. Since I came back in here, I can't stop thinking about that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, it's true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't match up. What's the point of this? Perhaps my memory is playing tricks on me. Things are not as I remember them, as I see them. But she said she liked me. I just can't understand it. I just wanted to say goodbye to her for the last time. I never even said goodbye to her. How could a soul survive in this hell? I so want to feel things again. Pain, passion. Feel the damp tears rolling down my face. To remember that I was alive.
Okay, I'll go a little back just to make sure there's nothing in here. Also, something new in here. This is completed. It's a nice view. I have a growing feeling that all of this walking around is pointless, but I can't really help myself. Like, I have to make sure. It makes you wonder though, why make those areas even available if there's nothing interesting? Yeah, overall, it very much seems like it was totally pointless, so I apologize for wasting your time, but I couldn't have known that.
I can't be sure it's Amara's. These crosses are nameless. How will we ever know who is buried here? There are no names here. Amara no longer exists. Maybe she never really existed, and I was already dead. Why go on living? Let's put an end to it. I want to leave a letter. I want to apologize for the suffering I have caused. The reception is in the entrance hall. There I'll find a pen and paper to write with.
Okay. I think that's quite a trek though. Like, which way even back to the hospital? I guess
I always wanted to stop doing the things I used to do, but I just did it again and again.
I think over there.
I kept on making mistakes, destroying my life and that of the people close to me. My soul was rotting in a state of sin.
No, that's just some kind of a power station.
My life has been one long mistake. I'm so ashamed of what I've done.
I don't even know where I'm going.
I'd lost control and couldn't stop myself. A victim of rage and lust. The most obscene desires. Mom, don't come and fetch me. I beg you. I deserve to be in this place. It's my only chance.
Well, I guess it was the right direction.
But I'm not brave enough to keep on living.
After all.
Not like this. Not with this shame which wears me down every accursed day. Not with this anxiety which transforms everything into fear. Not like this.
Oh, I can have a go at the merry-go-round. Okay. But I could have sworn I tried clicking on those before. Can I do a 360? That's always something that you must try when on a swing. I don't think I even move past a certain axis, so I don't think a 360 is going to happen. So let's just sit down. The better question is, how do I go back? If that original route is closed. Am I just back where the cemetery is? Like, what's going on? I seem to be going in a circle. I think I am back where the cemetery is, actually. Okay, that's embarrassing. I apologize for that. Okay.
But I'll never change, Mama. Never. Let me die, but don't suffer for me. Forget me quickly. But maybe you've forgotten about me already. Like everyone else, I thank the Lord.
I actually feel pretty embarrassed right about now, because I didn't check if I could open the door, and I could. So all of that running around was entirely pointless.
I can't.
I think that's a bug that I could read that. Oh, that's Il Duce and the king, I assume.
things at school, and so we have to attend. How would we get on if we didn't?
1 out of 17 of what? I can't access my journal anyway, so... Is this a maze?
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid. I'm not like the others, Mom. Why not? Don Gino knows everything. He speaks to God and he tells him lots of things. Renée's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me.
Yeah, I think this is not supposed to be here. I think it's like a remnant from the previous map.
A cat goes into my mouth and eats me from inside. At least you can't see what's happening. A blackbird's eating my head. That's why it hurts so much. My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renée isn't. When I was little, I never used to sleep. Poor Mom. Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind. Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter. Mr. Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if he didn't?
That looks a little different than helping with chores. And, you know, it sort of reminds me of this statistic that most rapes are committed by people whom the victim knows, like, you know, they're like acquaintances or friends of the family or actual relatives. Like it's the sort of stranger danger scenario of, oh, you're just walking home and a random guy assaults you and rapes you. Obviously it happens, but it's not the majority.
There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me. Mom works so hard because I have to eat, or I won't grow.
Is it supposed to be this dark? Truth be told, I can't see anything. Like, I don't even know if the game is, like, playing.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open. May 4th, 1942. The patient had previously expressed suicidal feelings, but never acted on them. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp, pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred to an isolation cell. May 10th, transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation, insulin, shock therapy. September 25th, positive response to treatment. She replies to questions and remembers what happened, but doesn't want to give explanations. She claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. She appears to be anxious and seeks reassurance. She fears she has done monstrous things in the blank periods for which she has no memory.
So maybe I have sort of given myself an accidental abortion by stabbing myself in the stomach. Obviously, this is a very sort of unreliable narrator kind of story.
November 11th, 1942. The patient speaks very little, refuses food. Force-fed with a nasal cannula. February 2nd, 1943. The lack of kerosene for heating and the food shortage is claiming many victims in the institution. War spares nobody, not even these alienated creatures. Despite her young age, this patient has fallen ill owing to the cold and malnutrition. Nobody laughs in here. I mean, really laughs. Not those crazy fools who laugh because people say they're mad. I don't know why they laugh out loud. They say I'm mad too, but I never feel like laughing. People used to laugh at me, but they were right, you know? You can't always cry, and people laugh when they're afraid, don't they? It happened to you, not to me. It's better that way. They do that to show they're lucky. You mustn't take offense because it's true. And deep down, it's just like pity, if you see what I mean. But then you think about your own situation, and you laugh because you feel lucky that everything's gonna get better, that it's all shit. It's all shit, this place. You're not trying to tell me it's not true, are you? An intelligent person, educated, not like me. And if I can see it's a load of shit, just imagine how much better you understand it. No, come on. No. I feel fine here, you know? After all, I can do and say anything I want.
Can I change the tapes? I don't think so.
August 28th, 1942. We hereby notify you of the death of Ada T., mother of Renée T., a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P. I have no one left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream that makes no sound. A silent scream. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There is nobody up there for me. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me and has stripped me of everything, even my ability to feel pain.
Oh, oh. Okay, I'm just an idiot. And blind. I apologize for that again.
May 5th, 1943. Renée's state of health is good. She is eating and speaking. Her spatial and temporal orientation is good. Therapy suspended. December 3rd. She calmly asks if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. May 2nd, 1944. Discharge denied despite a favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support.
That's interesting and something I didn't think about or consider. Like, is that how it works? How it worked? Like, could they have kept you essentially prisoner because they didn't want you to become homeless, like delinquent or something? That's kind of scary in itself. If you were sane, but they were like, oh, but you're homeless and don't have a job, so therefore we're going to keep you committed.
May 4th. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and this is how Renée learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact.
They haven't... Again, that's kind of fucked up to not be told of your mother's death for 2 years.
May 5th. She tried to kill herself in the night by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses. Restrained to her bed, she once more tried to kill herself by suffocation. The decision has been taken to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
The use of lobotomy spread rapidly in Italy compared to other European countries and America. The original technique, pioneered by A.E. Moniz, was perfected in 1937 by A. Fiamenti, who conceived the first transorbital lobotomy. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobes of the brain by sawing through the orbit bone above the eyelids, then damaging the lobes by means of alcohol or formaldehyde injection, or using a special instrument. Contrary to what was often thought, the patients did not always receive invalidating damage, although this was often the case. Morris was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1949. This therapy gradually fell into disuse after the discovery of chlorpromazine in 1951.
10th of June, 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renée was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, "When I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear." She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away, and nobody did a thing to try to avoid this.
So here you live above my mind. I wish you'd heard that my mind is trying to read yours, and easy for a bird. wings and we'll have claws while looking for ourselves. The time is endless, it could take forever. I will find you. I will find you. I will find you. Our home, our heart. I will find you. I will find you. I will find you. Our home, our heart. I need a face to wear.
Okay, I think that's just the credits now. So, unfortunately, like at first it was like the decision to lobotomize me has come out of nowhere because, Renée, she wasn't, like, seemingly the catalyst for that was like a number of suicide attempts in a row, which isn't, like, to be honest, that's kind of understandable. She has been, first of all, told that she's not going to be let out because she can't support herself, which is essentially keeping her prisoner, despite her being sane, by their own admission. And she has been told that her mother died, which has been kept secret from her for years. So it's not even weird to understand why she could try to kill herself. But then when I thought about it, I realized it might actually be startlingly true to life in that often from what I've read, they've lobotomized people basically because it made them less of a hassle to deal with. Like, obviously it made people docile and sometimes borderline catatonic, which at this point you could do whatever with them and they wouldn't resist, most likely. So there might be something to that where they did it because they wouldn't let her go on account of being worried that she might become like a homeless delinquent. But they couldn't be bothered to actually care for her properly. And they were like angry or annoyed or frustrated by her engaging in self-harm. So they decided to lobotomize her because it would make her easier to handle. But I agree with the final point of narration, which is essentially they've destroyed that person at 23. They've taken away her personhood and her chance of ever being a self-sufficient member of society. Like, they might as well have killed her, to be honest, in a way. And who knows, maybe that would have been preferable. So, yeah, pretty much a downer. But, I wasn't expecting anything else. Obviously, the subject matter of this game is very heavy and difficult. So, that was The Town of Light. It was okay. I wouldn't say this is a particularly groundbreaking game, or like super innovative, or like particularly fascinating. It is a little by the numbers as far as stories about mental illness are concerned, but I was interested enough, I guess. I liked some of the the diary designs, the drawings, especially of the doll. They were super creepy for some reason. I was interested enough, I guess, in trying to decipher the story, which, as far as I can follow, is something along the lines of this. Renée had some kind of a psychiatric problem, like from an early age, where she kept hallucinating this light, and also had like panic attacks and stuff. And then, when she was a young girl, around 13 or something, she was possibly sexually assaulted or molested by a friend of the family, which... and also possibly drugged as well. She might have developed a little of a drug habit, which caused her to become emotionally unstable. She engaged in acts that were deemed an affront to public decency, prostitution, sort of promiscuous lifestyle, undressing herself in public, things like that. And she was committed mainly because of that. And then, I guess possibly also because she was, I think, bisexual. Like, she mentioned sleeping with boys, but then obviously she was infatuated with that other patient that she saw, Amara. She hallucinated a whole relationship with her. Well, or maybe even she had the relationship. It's unclear because to a certain degree, the records of the hospital may have been falsified. She was also raped while at the hospital by one of the orderlies, and then either had an abortion to hide it, or she accidentally, like, she stabbed herself, which could have been accidental or deliberate, and suffered a miscarriage slash abortion, sort of accidentally as a result of that. Yeah. And also it was kind of maybe implied that her mother sent the friend of the family who possibly raped her to visit her because she couldn't do that on her own because she didn't have money. So, that's fun town for sure. Overall, as I said, okay, I don't think this is a particularly groundbreaking game, but I don't regret the time spent with it. It was okay. Now, there's some kind of a video to listen to here, so I'll check it out before I quit.
My name is Renée. I was a shy girl and I just wanted to be like the others. But that's not what happened.
So here you live above my mind. I wish you'd heard that my mind is trying to read yours and easy for a bird. Soon I'll meet you, I'll become the one you love. We'll grow wings and we'll have claws while looking for ourselves. The time is endless, it could take forever. I will find you, I will find you, I will find you, our home, our heart. I will find you, I will find you, I will find you, our home, our heart. I need a face to wear, a skin so soft to dress. Let me try you on, I'll do it gently. Don't be scared, don't fly away, our home will soon. Beware, our heartbeats fight this life together.
Okay, that was nice. It included some of the footage of the actual hospital, you know, from real life that they based the location on, which was a nice touch. So that was the Town of Light. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!